You are the one who enabled them to annihilate themselves. There's one thing without a doubt, and that is that the spending plan this year is unlimited. Chiefs in all actuality do pay attention to us. And amazing superhuman motion pictures are returning, suggestive of their brilliant age may. It's likewise a well-known year for histories, both the viciousness, destroyer of the universes, and the somewhat less savagery kind. 2023's ideal, generally inventive, and most noteworthy netting films are here. So welcome to Movie Review 2.0. Today, we're positioning the main 10 best motion pictures of 2023 up to this point. Prepare your popcorn, set, and how about we go? Definitely, she seemed like a pioneer. Indeed I do. Goodness, I do. Goodness, I sound like such a pioneer. Also, you destroyed it. Number 10. Would you say you are there? God, it's me, Margaret. Your father got his advancement. Better believe it. Isn't so amazing. Also, we tracked down this incredible house. Goodness, the best house. Indeed, that is the thing. We got truly fortunate. In light of a novel by Judy Blossom in 1970, Would You Say You Are There? God, It's Me, Margaret, is about Margaret Simon, a sixth grader who's having an existential emergency. Margaret is a whirlpool of pulling hands towards the great side, towards the terrible side, as well as the other way around. You have various ages and alternate points of view. This film isn't just about religion, regardless of what the title recommends. It's an excursion of self-disclosure, of one's character, job, growing up, and the sky is the limit from there, enclosed by a smart satire. Allow me just to be typical and customary like every other person. Simply, if it's not too much trouble, kindly. If it's not too much trouble. If it's not too much trouble, kindly, please. Number 9. Adolescent Freak Ninja Turtles, Freak Disorder. We're siblings. We battle together. We're simply beginning. The world's #1 quadruplets are once again at it once more. However, this time without precedent for the high school Freak Ninja Turtles' 40-year-long history. They're really voiced by genuine teens. A criminal organization tosses our legends' fantasy about being acknowledged as remarkable young people into the breeze when they discharge a multitude of freaks on them. Joining Raphael, Michelangelo, Donatello, Leonardo, and April O'Neil, played by Adabiri. Keep in mind, let no human see you. Number 8. Prisons and Mythical Beasts. Distinction among criminals. The aura face, I'll go lost. Crispine and prisons and mythical beasts are words you never suspected could have a place in a similar heave, correct? Envision on the off chance that Cs11 met Ruler of the Rings and they chose to play a round of prisons and winged serpents. That's pretty much what you get with Honor Among Thieves. The film brings together a group of unlikely heroes who are forced to work together to pull up a heist with life-changing implications. But this is not your typical heist movie. The players are not just in it for the money. They are fighting for a noble cause and believe they are performing a service to their community. Plus, they have to contend with all sorts of classic D&D monsters and challenges like dodge traps or dodge dragons. He missed. Oh, that's not good. Number 7. Barbie. I'm fine. Closer than I am to fine. She's Barbie. He's just Ken, who had a crisis when he found out the patriarchy wasn't about horses. For what seemed like a few months there, Margot Robbie as Barbie and Ryan Gosling as Ken were everywhere. With the insane $1 billion worth of marketing, Barbie could have been overhyped. But it somehow lives up to everything it promised and more. And it will leave you still laughing while walking out of the movie theater. Especially with the last scene. This Barbie is malfunctioning, and Weird Barbie, played by the iconic Kate McKinnon, tells her that she has to go to the human world. Ken follows and comedies ensue. They battle the patriarchy, humans, and society places on women and men. Oh, and America Ferrer's monologue about being a woman. Oscar-worthy, just one appendectomy. But I'm a man. But not a doctor. Can I talk to a doctor? You are talking to a doctor. Can I need a clicky pen? No, a sharp thing. No. There he is. Doctor. Somebody get security. Number 6, John Wick, Chapter 4. You're going to die. Maybe not. At this point, John Wick just wants to go home, but he can't. So he gives us hours of top-notch, edge-of-your content. Chapter 4 promises to take things to even greater heights of suspense and action. And if you thought the body count was high in the previous films, just wait until you see what the writers have in store for the 4th installment. Reeves has promised that Chapter 4 will explore more of Wick's backstory, which should add some depth to the character and make us care even more about his journey. But let's be real. The real draw of John Wick isn't just the action, it's Keanu Reeves. The man who's as cool and his portrayal of John Wick is a perfect mix of charm, vulnerability, and sheer badassery. You want to kill him. I want to kill him. What about you, Mr. Wick? I'm going to kill you. Number 5, Guardians of the Galaxy, Volume 3. We come in peace. Director James Gunn set the stage by saying that Volume 3 will be the biggest and most emotional Guardians movie yet. The latest in the Guardians saga proposes a question. Is this the end of the line for the Guardians? This is described as one of the best new Marvel movies. We have the newest edition of Will Podler as Adam Warlock. Get ready for Rocket's backstory. Quill's manifesting grief, a new Gamora. Nebula accepting her role as a Guardian more than a villain. Finally, the actual villain, High Evolutionary, played by Chiwetel Ejiofor, is incredible. Whoever it was that you were in love with, it sounds more like her. That's pretty ridiculous. Do not bring me into this. Knock it off. What? Number 4, Killers of the Flower Moon. Sean, I got a question. You like women. That's my weakness. Everyone is going crazy over this movie, and for a good reason. Killers of the Flower Moon is hailed as the Martin Scorsese movie. With a star-studded, actually talented cast like Leonardo DiCaprio and Robert De Niro and a breakout performance from Lily Gladstone, the Killers of the Flower Moon cast might as well clear a shelf for its awards already. It's an epic Western crime drama set in 1920s Oklahoma. Specifically, it's about the grotesque battle waged against members of the Osage tribe members after oil was found on their land. And Scorsese, he's on the Osage Nation's side and stayed true to their culture in a positive light. And hey, the cast includes Brendan Fraser. I'm expecting a miracle to make all this go away. You know they don't happen anymore. Number 3, Spider-Man Man. Across the Spider-Verse. I'm grounded. Bummer. Is Spider-Man grounded? Welcome to the Spider-Verse, and this is just the lobby. There is never going to come a time when the Spider-Verse's immersive, thrilling, and creative animation style doesn't immediately wow us. But the movie is more than visually stunning. We have an all grown up Miles Morales, Gwen Stacy, and the multiverse. Without giving too much away, because Across the Spider-Verse is an experience. Spider-Man meets Spider-People. When a new threat arises, Miles finds himself on the other side of the fight against other spiders. The soundtrack alone makes this one of 2023's best action movies. Also, Oscar Isaac and Daniel Kaluuya both voice spiders. Who do you think you are? Really? We are supposed to be the good guys. It's an epic Western crime drama set in 1920s Oklahoma. Specifically, it's about the grotesque battle waged against members of the Osage tribe members after oil was found on their land. And Scorsese, he's on the Osage Nation's side and stayed true to their culture in a positive light. And hey, the cast includes Brendan Fraser. I'm expecting a miracle to make all this go away. You know they don't happen anymore. Number 3, Spider-Man Man. Across the Spider-Verse. I'm grounded. Bummer. Is Spider-Man grounded? Welcome to the Spider-Verse, and this is just the lobby. There is never going to come a time when the Spider-Verse's immersive, thrilling, and creative animation style doesn't immediately wow us. But the movie is more than visually stunning. We have an all grown up Miles Morales, Gwen Stacy, and the multiverse. Without giving too much away, because Across the Spider-Verse is an experience. Spider-Man meets Spider-People. When a new threat arises, Miles finds himself on the other side of the fight against other spiders. The soundtrack alone makes this one of 2023's best action movies. Also, Oscar Isaac and Daniel Kaluuya both voice spiders. Who do you think you are? Really? We are supposed to be the good